The Frank Sinatra Show, brought to you by Max Factor Hollywood.
Max Factor Hollywood, creator of color harmony makeup for the stars of the screen and for the girls and women of America, brings you Frank Sinatra, featuring Bill Goodwin and Axel Stordahl and his music, with Eileen Barton, the Ken Lane Singers, and Frank's special guest, Rudy Vallée.
There goes that song again. We used to call it our serenade. We fell in love when we heard it play. Over and over and over and over again. I still remember when I sang the words and they made you mine. I steal a kiss and repeat each line. Over and over and over and over and then we drifted apart. You walked off with my heart. It's funny how one listen just starts me reminiscing. I'd soon forget that yen. I told myself when you said so long. But I was wrong. There goes the song again. We drifted apart. You walked off with my heart. It's funny how one listens just starts me to reminiscing. I'd soon forget that yen. I told myself when you said so long. But I was wrong. There goes a song again. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Frank Sinatra, and this Wednesday evening we're coming up with the first of a new series of shows for a brand new sponsor, Max Factor Hollywood. But before we get things started, I'd like to mention this.
Hey, Frank.
I'd like to mention the fact that...
Frank, have you got room on the program for a healthy fella?
Well, that ever-loving mouthful of teeth, Bill Goodwin. Bill, I think you're in. The folks like you.
Well, my wife told me they would. But aren't you going to come out from behind your bow tie and thank me, Frank?
Thank you. Thank you for what?
Now, Frank, lad, I don't mean to brag, but who do you think put this whole new program together?
I did.
Oh. Well, who do you think hired Axel Stordahl as your orchestra leader?
I did.
Oh, yeah? Well, who do you think is responsible for Eileen Barton being here?
Her mother and father?
Her mother and father, see? And you think you arranged everything, huh?
Oh, stop beating around the bush. Just what is your reason for coming here, Will?
Well, I'll tell you, buddy boy. I was sitting home this afternoon picking initials out of hotel towels.
Fantastic.
And I was thinking that maybe you would be able to use a real dandy master of ceremonies.
Well, for your information, Junior, I am the master of ceremonies.
Oh, I see. Well, if you don't need an MC, how about a good announcer?
We've got a good announcer. His name's Don Ford.
Oh, well, I know a couple of girls. Hey, Frank, you ever get a chance to meet girls?
Oh, I've seen a couple of them around here, time to time.
I know, but I mean the more mature kind, the sophisticated type. You know, high school girls.
Well, why do you say things like that? You know I'm married.
Oh, that's right, too. Well, how about Axel? You know, I understand he has an awful time getting dates with girls.
Yeah, that poor Ax, no luck at all.
Yeah. Frank, is it really true the only time he ever puckers up is when he eats a lemon?
Yep. All right, fellas. Stop knocking yourselves out. It so happens that I have a date with Eileen Barton tomorrow night.
Say, Frank, on the middle song, I think... Oh, Frankie!
Oh.
Who is that gorgeous man? The broad, brawny shoulders, that wonderful wavy hair.
Axel, that lets you out.
Oh, Axel, darling, don't just stand there. Introduce me to that boy.
Boy, he's been a wolf so long he's got gray ears.
Ax, please, I'm a wolf.
Come on, fellas, break it up. Eileen, this gentleman is Bill Goodwin.
That's right, Eileen. Better known as the Torch. And, Eileen,
I can see you tomorrow night at 7.
how are you, Ax?
Wait a minute. Eileen, I have a date with you tomorrow night at 7.
Oh, gosh, that's right. What'll I do?
Don't let it throw you, Eileen. We can postpone our date till 7:15.
Oh, that's fine. A 15-minute date. Don't you know it takes Axel longer than that to take off his mittens? But don't let it throw you, Ax. A lot of guys have trouble with women. Come next, a little song that will show you just what I mean. In the new Metro picture, Thrill of a Lifetime, there's a tune called I Should Care. We have sort of a personal interest in it because it was written by Sammy Kahn, Paul Weston, and our own Axel Stardust. Here, then, for the first time on anybody's air, is Axel's own arrangement of I Should Care. I know I should pity me, but I don't because you see, I have loved and I have learned, and as far as I'm concerned, I should care. I should go around weeping. I should care. I should go without sleeping. Strangely enough, I sleep well, except for a dream or two. But then I count my sheep well. Funny how sheep can lull you to sleep, so I should care. I should let it upset me. I should care, but it just doesn't get me. Maybe I won't find someone as lovely as you, but I should care, and I do. Now, here's Don Forbes speaking for my new sponsor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Max Factor Hollywood welcomes you to the new Frank Sinatra show. We sincerely hope you'll get as much pleasure from it as we do in presenting it. We look forward to your presence in the listening audience every Wednesday evening at the same time. We feel that we've been unusually fortunate in securing the talent of such a fine and capable artist as Frank Sinatra. His name is an outstanding one in the entertainment world, and it's a particularly happy circumstance that he appears in this program sponsored by Max Factor Hollywood, a name that's been so closely identified with the entertainment world, a name that has been associated with the beauty and glamour of famous Hollywood motion picture stars for 35 years. And it's doubly fitting that this new radio program should be launched during the celebration of the sponsor's 35th anniversary. Yes, for 35 years, Max Factor Hollywood has been creating color harmony makeup for the glamorous stars of the screen and has been enhancing the beauty of millions of girls and women throughout America. But on this opening program, it seems appropriate to quote the words of the founder of this famous Hollywood institution, who said, "I believe I have created in color harmony a lifelike naturalness in makeup which every woman will find, as we in Hollywood have proved, to be without equal in accentuating beauty and charm." Remember those words. When you think of makeup, think of Max Factor Hollywood.
So anyone who gets up in the morning, looks out at the bright blue sky, and watches the sun stream in the open windows, one song has caught the spirit of the wonder of a new day. Here is that tune from the musical hit, Oklahoma. Oh, what a beautiful morning. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. And the corn is as high as an elephant's eye. And it looks like that it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy, it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
And now, friends, our special feature. Each and every week, we're going to take you to the happy home of the fun-loving Franklin. Now, there's Frankie Franklin, his wife Eileen Franklin, Eileen's mother, and the ever-present guest, that jolly good fellow, yours truly, that's me. Well, we've just finished dinner, and we're sitting around the table. As we peek in, Eileen's mother speaks to Frank.
Stop yelling at me!
But, Mom, I wasn't yelling. All I said was I'm not getting enough to eat.
Not getting enough to eat! Last night, didn't I give you a piece of chocolate cake?
Yeah, and I ducked just in time.
Mom, dear,
Yes, Willie boy.
I must compliment you on these delicious corn muffins. Really, they're excellent.
Really? Well, do have some more, Willie boy.
I've already had 6, Mom.
Well, have another one. We've got plenty.
Say, Mom, I haven't had any at all. Can I have just one?
Take your hand out of the muffins or I'll break your arm.
Frank, listen, I can't eat this big one. Here, you have half of it.
Oh, no, you don't. Anything left in the plate goes to the dog.
But, Mom, I helped prepare the meal.
That's right, Mother. Frank helped you stuff the turkey. He even sewed it up. I saw him myself.
Yeah, but the genius shouldn't have used a violin string.
Frank, you sewed up the turkey with a violin string?
Yeah. Every time I took a stitch, it played Don't Fence Me In.
Talk, talk, talk. You do nothing but sit there and chatter. Go do the dishes.
Oh, I did the dishes last night.
Well, you don't expect me to do them, do you?
Mother, I'll do them.
You sit where you are.
Don't look at me, Frank. I'm a guest.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Stuck again. Ooh. If I only had muscles, I'd break every dish in the house.
Eileen, you help Frank clear the table. I'm going upstairs to wake your father. He's been happy long enough.
Well, I'm going out for some air, Frank. I'll see you later out by the front, Stoop. By George, I get off some funny ones, huh?
You know, Frank, something unusual just happened.
Darn near too tired to notice. What happened?
We're alone.
No wonder I haven't noticed it. I've forgotten what it feels like.
What's wrong with you, honey?
Your mother?
Oh, well, Mother means well.
Baby, do you realize that we haven't even held hands for 6 weeks?
You sound the same way you did when we were engaged.
Well, when we were engaged, I had the same trouble.
Darling,
Yeah?
we're alone now.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
So much has happened since we met for the first time.
I sometimes wish we could, well, do what we did that first day.
Well, that's easy. The fare is still a dime, honey.
Well, let's go for a ride again on that trolley.
Okay, hop on.
With my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high upon my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10, then I counted to 10 again.
Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. For the moment I saw her, I fell.
Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When you smiled, I could feel the car shake.
I tipped my hat and took a seat. I said I hoped I hadn't stepped upon your feet.
You asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because you scared me half to death.
Buzz, 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 buzz went the buzzer.
Plop, plop, plop went the wheel.
Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings.
As you started to leave, I took hold of your sleeve with my hand.
And as if it were planned,
You stayed on with me,
and it was grand just to stand with your hand holding mine to the end of the line. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring you our special guest for this evening, one of radio's foremost entertainers, the star of his own show for Dream Shampoo, Mr. Rudy Vallée. Well, Rudy, it's very nice to see you.
Thank you, Frank, and it's nice to almost see you, too. But I came here primarily to congratulate you on your new program.
Thank you, sir.
You've certainly arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true that people call you the Voice?
Well, yes, in some circles I'm known as the Voice.
It's not a very big circle, I hope.
I'm not crowding you, am I, Bud?
Oh, no, I did all right as the Vagabond Lover.
Oh, yes, yes, the Vagabond Lover. My time is your time. To think that tune almost split up my grandmother and grandfather.
I still think it's better than All or Nothing at All. Son, you're nothing at all if I ever saw it.
Gentlemen, please. This expose is certainly not going to hurt Crosby.
Why, do you know that this guy Valley used to sing through an ordinary megaphone?
You would, too, if you could lift one.
Say, Frank, who's the dame with all the curls? Axel, please. That's not a dame, that's Rudy Vallée. Gee, Rudy Vallée and Frank Sinatra together.
Yes, Ax, it's not very often you meet two generations of singers on one program.
Well, I may be a little bit older, but I'm in better shape than Frank is right now.
Gee, that's terrible. You ought to see a doctor.
My goodness, if it isn't Rudy Vallée, owner of 2 automobiles, a new washing machine, and a 4-poster bed.
City girl. Eileen, how do you happen to know all these details about Rudy Vallée?
Oh, we both go to the same hairdresser.
Say, Rudy, I understand that you've been singing at a lot of Army camps lately.
That's right, Bill. Why, last Friday I appeared at a camp and sang 62 songs in a row.
Gee, your nose must have been sore for a week.
Gentlemen, Temper. Rudy, we all know that you're very successful, but I can remember the day when you caught a few grapefruit while you were on a stage.
I'm very proud of that incident, Bill. Remember, you're not really big until somebody pelts you with some grapefruit. And what have you got to say to that, Mr. Frank?
You haven't heard about my incident at the New York Paramount Theater, did you?
No, I didn't, son.
Well, I tell you, grapefruit may be a little bigger, but eggs cost 60 cents a dozen.
Frank, I think I have something here that will straighten everything out. It's a little composition.
A song?
Oh, yes, I still sing.
Oh, you do? Well, sing it, old boy.
I shall, yes. In life and all the arts, they say, he who is first must lead the way. Will Gershwin be forgotten? Never. Our Sousa's Stars and Stripes forever, the dulcet tones of the violin nestled under Chrysler's chin, made heavenly music fill the air, like Caruso's voice, beyond compare. But in the realm of natural voice, who knew the greatest of fame? Tall, blue-eyed, handsome, the lady's choice. Well, I don't want to mention any names. Who was it crooned before crooners? Who was the pet of the spooners? And who hatched the first brood of swooners? Oh, I don't want to mention any names. Critics pegged him the nasal baritone, with no mic to cling to, storm tossed alone. His voice was sweet. It came complete with built-in megaphone. But I don't want to mention any names. Who started hearts beating double? Who burst from the world like a bubble? Who gave a stable owner trouble? Oh, I don't want to mention any names. When the groaner and vagabond had tussles in that period following bustles, in those days when some vocalists still had muscles, and I don't have to mention any names. Please lend a little ear to my plea. Well, I don't have to mention any names. And then there's that Irish thrush who in the noonday hush sings thus. This is your announcer speaking. Remember, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you shouldn't be doing, remember that ice cold is... But I don't have to mention any names. In his mail order suit, the vagabond sought recognition. He had what it took, stand competition. This happened long before the craze for vocal malnutrition. And I don't have to mention any names.
Rudy, I think you sang that very well.
Well, how did you like the lyrics?
You sang it very well, Rudy. Come again when you can, won't you?
I'll be back again with some new lyrics. So long, Frankie. Goodbye, Rudy.
Thanks for coming.
Don't answer the phone, Madge. It's just someone else calling up for a date. And I've got a date for every evening this week.
What a beautiful situation. Now, girls, we don't say that'll happen to you if you use pancake makeup. Or that you'll middle eyelet with the catch of the season or become the cover girl of 1945. But we do say that these lovely and desirable things are more apt to happen if you use this new modern makeup created for natural beauty and entrancing loveliness. Pancake makeup was originated by Max Factor Hollywood for Technicolor Pictures and quickly became the modern makeup fashion for millions of girls and women. This is an exclusive formula protected by United States patent. Look for these delightful surprises that await you when you first try pancake makeup.
Pancake makeup creates a lovely new complexion. It gives your skin a softer, smoother, younger look. It helps conceal tiny complexion faults. It stays on for hours without repowdering.
Give your natural beauty the added appeal of entrancing loveliness that may be yours with pancake makeup. Try it today for a new adventure in glamour and beauty. And remember, famous screen stars say there is only one pancake makeup, the original creation of Max Factor Hollywood.
In 1939, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer made a picture from the book The Wizard of Oz, and everyone thought it would be mainly for children. But the grown-up children went for it in a big way, too. Judy Garland played the part of Dorothy and sang a song that has been beautiful music ever since. Here, then, is the Harold Arlen Yip Harburg song, Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
Hopeless jumble, and the raindrops tumble all around. Heaven opens a magic lane. While all the clouds darken out the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found. To a place behind the stars,
Just a step behind the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't Well, that's all of it for this Wednesday evening, friends. Everything was done here is going by shortwave relay to our armed forces overseas. Next Wednesday at the same time, Bill Goodwin, Axel Stoddard, Eileen, Barton, the Ken Lane Singers, and I will all be back. And our guest will be the wonderful Edward G. Robinson. So until next Wednesday, good night, neighbors.
Be sure to listen to Milton Berle tonight with his special guest, Fred Allen, over this same network. Frank Sinatra Show is brought to you each week by Max Factor Hollywood. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. KNX, Columbia Square, Los Angeles.